Hey up guys, and welcome to the second season on my Chelsea save, or shall I say the first video of the second season. From last season's performances, we actually reached the top of the world's best clubs. We're ahead of clubs like Barcelona, Man United, Bayern Munich, Juventus and Real Madrid, so that is a great achievement, and hopefully this season we can win more trophies and sit on top of that elite group for a lot longer. We're going to go to the transfers and the ins and outs, and as you can see we've still got 20 million left of the transfer budget and about £250,000 per week available on wages for the players. I thought we bought the right players in my opinion, and we got rid of the right players. We didn't just sell for the sake of it, we sold the players that we needed to sell. So I'm going to go through the ins and outs right now. I can't spend too much time on the players what went or were sold, but I'll say the key players what left. Nathaniel Chalboa went to Aston Villa on loan. Great young player, but he needs some more playing time. As you can just see the players here. One of the main exits was Petr Cech going to Barcelona about 3 or 4 days after the Champions League final, which we won. He comes and says, he's achieved all he can at the club, and he wants a new challenge. So we put him on the transfer list, and Barcelona within a few days made an offer, and we accepted it. Marco Marin went to Marseille for 5.75 million. Victor Moses, who I really rate as a good young player. He works hard for the team. I think he does anyway from watching him play for Chelsea last year. I think he'll do good in the Dutch league, and I'm going to see what happens with him. Maybe he'll force himself into the team in the future. Thorgan Hazard went to QPR, and the reason why I'm talking about Thorgan Hazard is I read in the Daily Mail probably around 2 weeks ago or something that he got voted the best player in Belgium, or the player of the year. I don't know if that were young player of the year or player of the year in general, but apparently last season's performances he done really well, and he's only 21, and it's just good for the club that two of the Hazard brothers are playing well. And his brother, Eden Hazard, this season anyway, not in this game, but just in real life, has been amazing. One of the best players in the world, in my opinion. Michael Essien went to Olympiacos. I really like Michael Essien, or the older, the one from the past. Player-wise, just a great player he were. But he's gone to Olympiacos, and in real life, he's gone to AC Milan. Marco Van Ginkel went to Borussia Dortmund on loan. Needs some more playing time, and I think he'll do well there. Fernando Torres went to Inter on a free transfer. We tried to sell him, don't get me wrong. We tried to sell him, get some money back at least, but end of the day, I didn't like the thought of having him for another 2 years when he wasn't in my plans, and spending £175,000 a week on a player that we don't even want to play. So, Inter took him off our hands, and good luck to him. Kept one of our new signings, Callum Chambers, went to Hull City on loan. Branislav Ivanovic was another player that wanted to leave after achieving a lot at the club. He went to Swansea for 2.5 million. And one of the other main exits is John Obi Mikel going to PSG for 6.25 million. We didn't hardly play him, we didn't really need him the way we play, so we cashed in on him. So that's like the main ones I'm going to talk about, but let's go to our buys. First of all, Callum Chambers. His agent actually offered him to us for £350,000, and I just thought that's a great bargain for a young, talented player. He's gone into Hull City, and hopefully get some good match time there. Victor Wanyama come to us from Southampton for 15 million. Just look at this player. I think he's a great young talented player, a ball-winning midfielder, very strong, aggressive. He's great tackler, and I just like watching him in general for Southampton. And when I watched him playing for Celtic, I knew he was good places, and I still think he'll go to greater heights than Southampton. And no disrespect to them, I think he'll go to maybe one of the best clubs in the world in the future, because he's that good of a player in my opinion. So I'm really happy he joined us. Victor Valdez, and we got rid of Petr Cech for 12.5 million, and we got Victor Valdez for free. I really like Victor Valdez, great goalkeeper, and he'll be with us for a couple of seasons for sure. So I thought that's a great free transfer, in my opinion, one of my favourites. Pedro from Manchester United, they bought him the season before. His stats have gone down quite a bit, but he just needs some playing time. He's just come back injured for us. But he's basically, we're going to be mixing and matching for the right side of attacking midfield with him and Alexis Sanchez. A great player Pedro is. We've got James Ward-Prowse from Southampton for 11.5 million. This guy is probably my long-term replacement for Frank Lampard in the Chelsea squad, and we got him at a great price. Just look at his stats loading. He's a 19-year-old. This guy is a future England player in my opinion. And you know what, Southampton, I've just got a great bunch of players. They're young players. I think any manager could go to that club right now and make something out of them. And good luck to Southampton. I think they're just a great squad, and as you can tell we raided them. But what actually happened, the reason why we've bought a lot of Southampton players is they got relegated last season, and most of their key players was transfer listed by request. We bought Nathaniel Klein. I had the Southampton save from Football Manager 2013, and this guy was probably the best player on that save. I only had 2 seasons at Southampton before I went to Bayern Munich, or before Bayern Munich approached me. And this player, Nathaniel Klein, is world class in my opinion, and him and Aspilicueta will be battling out for a first team place throughout the season. And we also bought Adam Campbell from Newcastle. Quite a lot of people buy him, and I just thought we'll get a young player and see how he goes, like my personal project, so to speak. He's already got great stats for being 19, and it's it's good that we've got a lot of English players into the club now on this save. So yeah, that's about it for the transfers, but I'm really happy with who we've bought and who we've sold. And we've still got a lot of money left, and I don't know if we're going to make any big signing, but we'll have to see what happens, guys. So we're going to go to the fixtures we've already had. We had a good pre-season, having 4 friendlies, beating River Plate 4-2 in a really good game for the first pre-season game. Sanchez, Lukaku and Eden Hazard scored the goals, and Lewandowski. We beat Standard, really talented Belgian squad, 1-0. We beat AFC Dunstable 7-0, and kind of worryingly, I don't know if this is a good thing or a bad thing, we beat our under 21s 10-1. Which were just a crazy game. Just completely destroyed them. Luke Shaw, Oscar, Eden Hazard, Aspilicueta, Schürrle, Lewandowski and Kurt Zouma with the goals. And by the way, another thing I'm really happy with is that we've actually bought Kurt Zouma in real life. Chelsea bought Kurt Zouma in real life. And I bought him on last year's Football Manager, and I remember one of the videos when I bought him that I really hope we buy, Chelsea buy Kurt Zouma in real life, and we ended up doing that in the January transfer window. I'm over the moon, and I think he'll be like the long-term replacement for John Terry for for Chelsea. So that's just a great buy for us. So yeah, we beat them 10-1. And then we won the Charity Shield, beating Man City 2-1. Mata and Eden Hazard were the goals. We lost our first game of the season, and really disappointing. We just couldn't score. We dominated the game with the possession and everything like that, but we just didn't do anything with it. And Watford deserved to win because they put the ball in the back of the net. Simple as that. But we bounced back against Ipswich, newly promoted Ipswich, beating them 3-0. Juan Mata and Aspilicueta were the goals, and I think they scored an own goal. And we've just beat Newcastle 3-1. Really good performance. Tim Elliott, their goalkeeper, scored an own goal, and Alexis Sanchez and Eden Hazard with our goals. So we're against CSK Moscow in the European Super Cup. We're going to try and win this for the second season in a row, and we've got like a 1-1 record with them, with CSK Moscow on this game. They beat us once in the group stage, and we beat them once in the group stage last season. So we're going to go to the game. I'll show you the team that we're playing. Lewandowski up front, Eden Hazard, Juan Mata, Alexis Sanchez, Ward-Prowse, Wanyama, Luke Shaw, Kurt Zouma, David Luiz, Nathaniel Klein and Victor Valdez will be starting. John Terry, Frank Lampard, John Terry's injured. Frank Lampard and Ramirez are both suspended, as well as Aspilicueta. So, let's hope we win this, another trophy in the cabinet, and it'll be a good way to really get the season off, running. So let's go to the game. I'm doing this video after literally hardly no sleep, so I'm probably talking gibberish. But I wanted to do a video because I hadn't uploaded one in a good few days. Let's start the match. So yeah, from the signings and the players what come back, from out being on loan and everything like that, we've basically got a really young squad now. The players that will be retiring in a year or two's time, like say a Lampard or a John Terry, we've got a backup plan for them. We've got the players what will be going into their position, so I'm happy. By the way, I'll be starting off a new series. Lewandowski to Eden Hazard, and Eden Hazard scores the first goal. 9 minutes and 30 seconds have gone, and we're winning 1-0. Great start for us. Yeah, I'll be starting a new series. I'll be doing a video announcing it, and I've put a lot of thought into starting that series. I think it'll be a good challenge, and I think people will. I think a lot of my subscribers who I talk to, who I send messages to, vice versa, sort of thing, I think they'll like watching it, and I hope anyone comes and watches it randomly enjoys it. Eden Hazard to Luke Shaw, who's now our first choice left back. Nathaniel Klein picks it up there. Mata. Oh, lovely ball there from Morata. Good save for Valdez there, really good save. That's one of our weaknesses, is, say a player playing a ball over the top and a striker getting behind our defenders. Gary Cahill were guilty of that a lot last season, so we need to work on that. Eden Hazard. Good play there. So yeah, I put a lot of thought into the new series I'll be starting. I'll be going abroad. That's the first clue. Yeah, I'll be going abroad, and basically on Football Manager 2013, when I went to Bayern Munich, he really gave me a different opinion of Football Manager, going abroad and how the game is different, and the different rules and everything like that. It's just amazing. Lewandowski there was 1-on-1 but failed to score. Yeah, that is one good thing about Football Manager, is that every season is different, every club is different, every player is different. It's that's why I don't really class it as a game. I class it as something else. It's like a way of life. I'm not joking. It is definitely my favourite game of all time. Sanchez with a second goal. Yeah, there's a book what come out. I think it's called Football Manager Ruined My Life or something like that. And it's like a guy on the front of the cover, and he's got, he's a t-shirt on, and he's got his laptop in one hand. And I think Robbie Williams does like a little starter off, like he says something like, "Is Football Manager a game? Is it?" Something like that. Anyway, so I'm gonna have to buy that book and read it. Sounds interesting. I like reading anything about Football Manager. So say if someone releases a book about it, I'll be wanting to read it, because I've probably got a lot in common with that person if they're a fan of Football Manager, or I've certainly got something in common with them because they like Football Manager and so do I. And I like reading all people's blogs and like stories to tell and everything like that. It's really interesting. So 2-0 at half time. I'm going to bring Lukaku on for Mata. And I'm going to play him as an advanced forward. Take David Luiz off for Gary Cahill. Let's go to Team Talk. Start the second half. "64 minutes, corner kick, Sanchez. Lukaku with the goal. I think that's the first goal for him this season. So a good way to get his season kicked off with a goal in the Super Cup final, or the Super Cup. "89 minutes. We've got a throw in. I do like the little bits of commentary for people what watch these videos, on phones or anything like that. So if anyone wonders why I'm thinking I'm John Motson, it's just for people what because there's a lot of people watch them on those little phones and everything like that. They can't really see the names, so I try and just so they understand what's going on and everything. Anyway, we won that 3-0. Really happy with the performance. So this season's a big season, and we've obviously got a lot of trophies to win. And we've already won the Charity Shield and the European Super Cup. We've got the Club World Championship, the Champions League and the Premier League, the FA Cup and the Capital One Cup, all up for grabs now. And hopefully we can win at least 2 of them. So thanks for watching, guys. Sorry if I rambled on like asleep. And thanks for watching. Take care.